Not every single blog post has the same purpose, and they all can't serve all the purposes at once. So it's kind of hard to have one blog post bring you SEO traffic, increase your email list, bring you affiliate sales, and sell your product. It's way too many calls of actions on one blog post that you're confusing the reader and you're asking too much of them, and then they're going to click away. It's just too much. You want to make sure that your blog post is focused and it converts to whatever your goal is. Is it to get an email sign up? Is it to get an affiliate sale? Is it to get somebody to share? These are the types of smart blog posts I want you guys to write and plan in your editorial calendar. So in the editorial calendar, I have suggestions on what to write when, but use those as suggestions. The whole key thing of this is to make sure that you're writing different blog posts. And I'm going to give you guys examples with different goals. So your pillar posts, these are going to be the in-depth how-to guides. These are going to help you get SEO traffic. So when somebody goes into Google and say, how to do this, you want your blog post to show up. So how do you get your blog post to show up? There's multiple things that you have to focus on for SEO. A lot of it is long-term. So it's not like right tomorrow you're going to get traffic from Google, but you want to at least take the things that you have control of, write the blog post correctly so that when the long-term things like getting backlinks and getting other people to see you, when that comes into play, you have your blog post is structured correctly. So what you're in control of is done. So the way to write a good SEO blog post is, I just did a little example here, how to start homeschooling, right? That's kind of something popular. People search for it. How do I start this process of homeschooling? And if you look at it, who's ranking number one for this? The homeschoolmom.com, right? That's pretty awesome. She's ranking right number one for this term. And you click through and look at her blog, you can see she's very focused on homeschooling. The blog is called The Homeschool Mom. So she's very focused on this is her topic. She's very niched. And then she has 6 steps to get started with homeschooling. Are you new to homeschooling? She knows she's catering to somebody who's brand new, right? So that's why this post is showing up first in Google search results, because it's very in-depth, and we'll go through this, and it's structured nicely. So when somebody looks through this blog post, you can see, okay, she has a nice table of contents here at the top. And then she structures it nicely so you can read all the information. And it's not a 500-word blog post. This is in-depth. Like, it's very in-depth for somebody to take this guide. And then what she also does, and which is very smart for SEO, kind of in-depth how-to guides, is take this one pillar post and then link to all the other blog posts on your blog that works with this, right? So it's a great kind of hub for where you can link to everything else that's in your blog. Because if you just continue to write blog post after blog post and you don't link between them all, Google is going to be like, well, every blog post that you're writing, nothing is related. Nothing shows kind of a cohesive help to your reader. But you can take these SEO blog posts, these pillar posts, and then link to everything else on your blog. And it spreads those SEO juice everywhere, which is such a weird term. And it gives your reader one place to go and find more information. Look here at the bottom too, like all these links that she has to other places on her blog. This is also great if somebody comes to you and asks you about your niche, like, hey, how do I start a bullet journal? Or how do I start losing weight after pregnancy? If you have one of these pillar posts, you can just be like, hey, just go here. And from this blog post, it links them to everything else on your blog. So this is valuable, all right? So make sure you have a couple of these pillar posts that kind of summarize everything about your niche and makes it easy for people to find, all right? So that's a good example. What's another one? How to care for orchids, which I also always pronounce them as orchids. How to care for orchids. Okay, another common thing that people search for. You can see 22,000 searches per month. That's nuts. This guy. Look at him. He loves his orchids. I love orchids too. I always kill them. All right, so if we go into how to care for orchids, if we go into the top result, you can see it's from Better Homes and Gardens. So it is a big blog or a big website that is ranking for this. So you might want to go for something that's a little bit easier to rank for, but I wanted to show you an example. So it's going through how to care for orchids, how to water them, in depth. guys. This is not just like a 500-word blog post. If you want these things to rank and do well, you want to help your reader with a one-stop shop for everything how to care for orchids. All right, so this is the type of pillar post that helps with your SEO rankings. Again, like this is nonstop, it just goes. And what's great about this blog post, it has really nice images. So people like to share the images, and this adds to the social proof behind it. All right, so I think we're on that one. Ooh, okay. So the next one that we have in our blog plan is a money post. So we've covered the pillar post. Money post. How do you write a post that actually converts to sales? You want to target a key term that people are searching for where they're in like a buying mindset. So one I found here, which was pretty cool, I'm just going to exit all these extra ones, was best standing desks. All right. So really high search volume for best standing desks. If you go through and you're looking at, okay, who ranks for this? Okay, the best list, apartment therapy, another big website, but you can go for smaller key terms and try to rank for them. Also, these do great on Pinterest too, and I'm going to show you a trick that they're doing with this. So this blog post is focused on affiliate sales, right? Because they're showing you what's the best standing desks. They have really good, clear buy now buttons where you're not going to buy it right here from this website, but you're going to be redirected through their affiliate link to go buy it on this website. All right. So again, they explain it a little bit. They have a really pretty image of the product. Buy now. Next one, buy now. All the different places where you can buy really cool standing desks. All right. And very simple and clean. And you feel like you're getting the person who wrote this knows what they're talking about. You're reviewing all the standing desks quickly. You're building, or you have trust in this article because they're reviewing multiple different standing desks. They give you some tips, they give you more additional resources, and then you're like, well, great, okay, I'm going to go through and buy it, and then that increases the affiliate sales for that person on this website. Man, and ranking number 1 for best standing desk, they probably make a good penny off this post. All right, so what they did, not only are they ranking number 1 in Google for this post, but they have this really nice pin image. So they just took 2 of the pin images, or 2 of the images that they have in the blog post, they put them on top of each other, and and they made a nice little title in the middle with their website name, and you can pin it to Pinterest. So that's something that now they're sharing it on Pinterest. They're number 1 on Google, and they're getting more sales. How cool is that? All right. So that's an example for you of an affiliate money-making blog post. All right, let's go to the next one. Oh, this one's good. All right, guys. So the purpose of the next one, the email post, and everybody's emailing me about what is an email post. An email post is, I probably should have been more clear on that, is a post where you're getting people into your email list, right? You're trying to increase your conversions to get more people on your list. And what's great about an email post is it's a freebie that you have. So you're just kind of explaining the freebie and why it's valuable to your reader, how to use it, how it's going to make their process or their problem easier. And then at the end, you're like, well, if you want this freebie that you've been reading about and searched for and found, here you can download it here at the bottom. So here we have, what's his mommy's name? It's Caitlin. So Caitlin runs Simple Mom Project, and I think she's one of my students. This looks like one of my students. I believe so. Anyway, Caitlin, if you're watching this, I have a little tip for you. And she just published this 6 days ago. All right, so this is really cute. It's a unicorn mask printable template. So here she goes through. It's a template that you can go as a mom. You can print it out. And then you can make the little unicorn mask with your daughter. Really fun arts and crafts, really awesome pictures. So Caitlin, you're doing an awesome job here on pictures. She's branding each picture. Love that. And then people can pin this to Pinterest. But there's one really important part missing in this blog post. So she's asking here to print the unicorn templates, click on the links below and print. Okay. And then I click on it and it links me directly to the PDF. Caitlin, why don't you ask people to sign up? Like, this is a great opportunity to get people on your list. Like, hey, thanks for reading the blog post. I hope you like my unicorn mask template. If you want it, just put in your email address here and I'll send it to you. This would be a really great way to build your email list. So you're being super generous by just giving it to people, and they can just one click and download it. But Caitlin, really put in a subscription box here so you grow your email list. This is going to be fantastic. And then this is beautiful. This is a beautiful pin image. She's taking the images she's already using in her blog post. She collages them together with a nice title, and then she pins that to Pinterest, and she has a nice little branding there as well, and then she gets shares on Pinterest. So already this was published 6 days ago. It's been shared and repinned on Pinterest almost 50 times. So it's doing really well, Caitlin. Definitely add a subscription box so people can sign up and you can grow your email list, all right? So hopefully you get this Facebook message, or not Facebook Live. Hopefully you watch it. All right, so next one is guest posts. That's kind of self-explanatory. When you're creating a guest post, you're blogging or you're creating a blog post for somebody else's blog. Most of the time, you should be guest posting on a blog that's on the similar level as yours or greater or like bigger, so that when you guest post there and you get a backlink from them, that shows Google that this bigger blog, this higher authority blog, thinks that you're good enough that they link to you, and it rises your ranks in Google. All right, so it gives you authority. So you want to guest post on blogs within your niche that have higher authority, that are bigger than yours. All right. You don't have to do that on day one. You can do that after a month or two of blogging. You have some content on your blog, you have something that people can look at, and then you start reaching out and doing guest posts. And then lastly, a product post. So if you have a product, an ebook, a printable, or a course, or something that you're trying to sell through your blog, you want to write a blog post dedicated to bring awareness to that blog, to that product. So I'll just show you a little example of what I've done. I have a course called Theme by Number. It shows you how I use Divi, and right now it's on sale for 33% off until tomorrow night. So if you want to get it, there's a link above. But this is a product post with the sole purpose of bringing awareness to the product that I have. So it's showing somebody, okay, why I like Divi, how I use Divi. Divi is a theme for your blog. Drag and drop, nice blocks, nice layouts, my sales pages that I create in Divi. I can save layouts and then pull them back quickly. A variety of modules. There's a visual builder. So it's a very in-depth blog post on how I use Divi. And at the bottom, there you go, it's forever long. At the bottom, I have a link to learn about my Divi course called Theme by Number. So this is a product post. So if you're ready to launch a product, you have an ebook or whatnot, write a blog post or a series of blog posts about your product, and then at the bottom or somewhere in the post itself, make sure you let people know that you have a course or a product, and they can click through and learn more about it. All right, so I hope that helps explains the different types of smart blog posts. I hope you guys like the examples.